A woman stopped me at the grocery store to say she recognized me from a photo in her late mother's wallet. I was grabbing cereal off the shelf when I felt someone staring at me. I turned around and there was a woman, maybe mid-50s, standing in the middle of the aisle with a box of crackers pressed to her chest and her mouth slightly open, like she'd seen a ghost. I gave her the polite smile you give strangers and turned back to the shelf. She stepped closer. "I'm sorry. I know this is strange, but do you know a woman named Carol Pruitt?" I stopped. I hadn't heard that name in 11 years. Carol Pruitt was my biological mother, the one who gave me up for adoption when I was 4 days old and signed away her parental rights without, as far as I knew, ever looking back. I turned around slowly. "Why?" The woman's eyes filled up immediately. She pressed her hand over her mouth and took a breath. "My name is Diane. Carol was my mother. She passed away in February." She reached into her purse and pulled out a worn brown wallet, the kind that folds in half. She opened it and held it out to me with shaking hands. There was a photo tucked behind a clear plastic window, small, faded at the edges. A baby in a pink hospital blanket, eyes shut, tiny fist raised like she was already ready to fight. Diane whispered, "That's you, isn't it?" It wasn't even a question. I couldn't speak. I just stood there in the cereal aisle holding a box of Honey Bunches of Oats while the ground completely disappeared beneath me. I had spent my whole life telling myself it didn't matter, that being given up for adoption at 4 days old meant there was nothing there to grieve. My adoptive parents were wonderful. I had a good childhood. I wasn't some sad story. I had made peace with it. Or I thought I had, until a stranger held up a wallet in a grocery store and showed me that my birth mother had been carrying my newborn photo around for 31 years. Diane told me the whole story right there between the Cheerios and the granola bars, both of us crying, neither of us caring that other shoppers were actively going around us. Carol had been 17 when she got pregnant. Her family gave her an ultimatum. Her boyfriend disappeared. She had no money, no support, no options she could see. She said giving me up was the only way she could think to give me something better than what she had. She never stopped thinking about me. She hired a private investigator twice over the years, but got nowhere because the adoption was sealed. She kept the hospital photo because it was the only thing she had. Diane pulled out her phone and showed me her mother's Facebook page. There was a pinned post from 3 years ago. It said, "If you were born on April 9th, 1993, at St. Mary's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio, and were adopted shortly after, I would very much like to know that you are okay. You don't have to respond. I just need to know you're okay." I had 31 mutual friends with Carol Pruitt on Facebook and had never seen that post. Diane grabbed my hand. "She talked about you every birthday. Every April 9th, she'd go quiet and Dad always knew why. She never forgave herself for not trying harder to find you." She paused. "I think she thought you probably hated her." I didn't hate her. I didn't even know her. That was the thing that broke me open standing there. I had spent 31 years being perfectly fine with not knowing. And now I was learning that somewhere in this city, a woman had spent those same 31 years carrying my face in her wallet, wondering if I was okay. She died in February not knowing. Diane and I exchanged numbers. We've had coffee 3 times since then. She showed me more photos. Carol looked like me around the eyes. Same stubborn jaw, same way of tilting her head slightly to the left in pictures. Diane said their mom used to do that too and didn't even know where it came from. I know where it came from. I'm not angry. I'm not sure what I am. Mostly I feel this strange, aching sadness for a woman I never got to meet, who never got the answer she was looking for, and who somehow found a way to reach me anyway through her daughter, and a worn-out wallet, and an ordinary Tuesday afternoon in the cereal aisle. I still have her Facebook page open in a tab on my computer. I haven't closed it in 2 months. I just keep looking at